Hi, today I want to talk about exhaustion in grief. Recently, I talked with Sue Pekonen of the Joy Factor on YouTube about brain fog and fatigue in grief, and I've put the links in the show notes below. Grief itself is exhausting, never mind if it's complicated with the other stressors in a griever's life. For me, after my husband's stroke, caring for his well-being at home, going through cancer treatment, his death, working from home, alone during COVID restrictions, my retirement, I spent many years dealing with the buildup of these stressors. They resulted in emotional and physical fatigue. So, in the early stages of a major life trauma, the brain is still reeling from the unwanted, anticipated reality of loss. The world is turned upside down and we cannot get our bearings. Under perceived threat, the brain releases specific neurotransmitters that affect muscles and organs, gearing them for escape, the sympathetic nervous system. This is all automatic and unconscious. It takes time for the mind to absorb what has happened, to acknowledge the impact on our well-being, and eventually to reestablish calm, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the vagus nerve, and continue life in a new way. While still coping with the intensity of grief, we rarely have the bandwidth to deal with the demands of the world around us, let alone the daily routines of life. So please take a moment to subscribe to this channel, like and share. See the notes below to find out how to get in touch with me and book some time to talk. Thank you. I am now in the stage of mature grief. My emotions have returned to normal. I've carved out a new life. I'm happy in my own space. I have new paths to pursue. And I still have days where all I want to do is shut the world out. Days when the world that encroached too much on my life, picking away at my reserves of energy, and sometimes even plucking on my last nerve. On those days, I am grateful that I have reached retirement and don't have to take into account anyone's needs but my own. I can stretch out on the couch and watch TV. Many times I've started watching something that I'm truly interested in, only to nod off, missing the ending of one show and coming alive again halfway through another. And I certainly couldn't keep my eyes open long enough to read anything. Is this a model to be followed? Well, I don't know. Probably not, at least not as a regular habit. There comes a point when exhaustion becomes depression, and we need outside influence to help us get our life back on track. But whether we're in early grief or further along the journey, there are simple things that we can do to ease the fatigue. The simplest thing is to breathe. Slow, deep breaths help get oxygen to all parts of the body, and especially the brain. Drink lots of water. It helps the body remove toxins, especially the ones created by this influx of cortisol. Walk, get some fresh air, sunshine, greenery. Do it every day if you can, but at least walk around your space if you can't get outside. Shower, or be at least near a water feature because it helps us get in the path of negative ions, and they're the ones that lift our mood. Eat protein, vegetables, and fruit. Make a smoothie and sip it all day if that's all you can get yourself to do. Keep your environment tidy. It does calm the mind. There are many, many helpful videos on YouTube for simple exercise, soothing background music, tapping, and other self-soothing techniques. If you find yourself in any of this content, then I hope you will practice these few simple remedies. There is a way out of grief and the fatigue it brings. Be well. I'm a certified grief educator, writer, and poet living in Victoria, BC, Canada. All the information you need is in the show notes below. We can chat online to help you navigate your way through grief. There is a renewed life at the end of this process.